Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bree Simone here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Go ahead and click that subscribe button because I already know that you are just you're gonna love me, you're gonna love the channel, you're gonna love everything. And if you are not new here, you're coming back, thank you again for all your love and support. As you can see, today is a different video. I am talking to you guys because I just felt like just sitting down and just talking. Whatever comes to mind, I'm gonna talk about. And then that's it. You can hear, I have a quiet house. So let's just go ahead and jump into the video. We're gonna go ahead and start off with our unruly brows that we have here. So how are you guys doing? Trying to find my eyebrow stuff. Okay, so I have the Brow Wiz in dark brown by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm gonna use the spoolie end, and I gotta push this up because I gotta get to my brows. Scoot it up like that. Okay. So how are you guys doing? How have you guys been? Have you guys been working? What's going on? For me, as you guys know, well, some of you guys may not know, but if you follow me on Instagram, then you do know that I am a new mom to a beautiful baby girl. Yeah. So I'm a mom, guys. I say that every day. I'm a mom. Goodness gracious. But yeah, I'm a mom. I'm stupid, but I just yeah, I'm a mom, guys. Me, a mother. That's my bad, y'all. I'm a mom, a new mom to a beautiful baby girl. So being a new mom it's tiring. Like, it's very tiring. My daughter does not miss a beat when it comes to eating. Homegirl eats every 3 hours. During the day, she eats every 3 hours. At night, she sleeps through the night. So at night, I'm good. Like, we could sleep. Like, she'll sleep 5 to 6 hours. She's 3 months. She's turning 4 months this month. She's turning 4 months this month. She sleeps through the night, surprisingly or thankfully, you know. But yeah, it's tiring. It has its challenges, especially at first. Because like I used to I used to babysit kids. Like, I was a babysitter. I babysit people's kids all the time. Family, friends, people who I didn't know. Like, I was a babysitter. Like, that's what I did as like a side hustle. But let me tell y'all something. Babysitting other people's kids and having your own, that's two completely different things. Why? Because with other people's kids, you can give it back. With your own child, you can't give it back. That's you stuck with that baby. You just stuck with that baby. But my daughter, she's not bad, but it's just that freedom that I had before. Like, I don't have it now. Like, I was a real get up and go type of person. Like, I would just, like I said, get up and go. Like, I'm very spontaneous, especially when it comes to certain things. Like, I'd be like, oh, I'm gonna go do my feet today. Like, literally, I usually don't plan anything out. Like, I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna go do my feet today, so bye. But I can't do that now. Now I literally have to plan. Like, okay, today I'm gonna do my feet. Have to see if my boyfriend's gonna be home, which is her father. see if my boyfriend's gonna be home, if he's gonna be able to, see if he's gonna be able to watch her, or see if like my sister can come over, or see if his sister can come over to watch the baby and stuff like that. Or it's just, I just either have to plan ahead or I just don't do it at all. And that has been a big adjustment for me, is adjusting to being a new mom, because that's kind of, it's been kind of, that part has been kind of hard, just the adjusting to being a new mom. Because like I said before, I was just so used to just getting up and going. If y'all see me look to the side, I'm looking for a brush. I'm looking for a brush. Okay, so I have this Morphe brush here. It's like a double-ended brush, if y'all can see that. Like it has the little angle brush on one end and the spoolie on the other end. I like this spoolie better because it's thicker than this spoolie. Because this one, you see how that is so little. Look at that. So I like the bigger ones because then I'm able to brush more up and back and stuff. So like that. Oh, that's another thing. I be losing my train of thought all the time. I be losing my train of thought all the time. Like, I kid y'all not, I really forgot what I was talking about. Oh, being a new mom. Yes, so being a new mom, they don't tell you this either, you know, that baby brain lingers a little bit after the baby too. Cause child, honey, I be losing my train of thought too much. I'm too young for that. But yeah, being a new mom, I ain't gonna lie, I wish my baby came with a manual, because honey, it's just, you're learning every single day. Like, you're learning your baby every day. Learning what your baby likes, what your baby doesn't like. Like, if I'm gonna be honest right now, my baby is on her fourth formula. Like different formulas, because we just gotta keep trying different ones, because the girl she's only 4 months, but she's as bougie as they come. Like, I don't understand. She's as bougie as they come, child. So yeah, that has been something, switching from formulas and stuff. But overall, like, the process is very rewarding. It's very rewarding, you know. Every day you see your baby growing. Every day, you know, you're just watching them grow, learn new things, be more visual. You're watching your baby grow every day. You see them learn new things. You see, like, for her, she's becoming way more focused on things. She loves Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. She loves to cuddle. Like, she loves to cuddle, child. Loves to cuddle. That's ridiculous to me. I'm like, you too young, child. But I wouldn't have it any other way. Any other way. So moms are just like, oh yeah, you know, it's tiring, it's difficult, and stuff like that. But they don't, a lot of times it's also mental. And when I say it's also mental, I mean that you have to be mentally strong to be a parent. I ain't even gonna say to be a mother, to be a parent. Why I say you have to be mentally strong to be a parent? Because there are times when you have done everything. When I say everything, you did everything. You fed your baby, you changed your baby, what else do you do? You feed them, you change them. You feed them, you change them, you burp them. You know, you try to put them to sleep. He or she doesn't want to go to sleep. And then they're just crying at the top of their lungs. And it's like, you've done everything that you know what to do, and then your baby is still crying. that can mess you up. Well, it has messed me up mentally when she does things like that. Like, it's just like, at that point, you feel like you don't even know your own child. Like, you don't even know what to do, and it's crazy. Like, it's very, very crazy. You just start to feel so overwhelmed. You start to feel so out of it. Like, you just really just start to feel, you just start not to, you just don't feel like yourself. Like, you know, it's like, you know you're strong, you know you can do it, but you're just letting this little tiny 7-pound human just overtake you and overtake your emotions and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of times mothers, especially new moms, don't really talk about that. Because for me, I'm not even gonna lie to you, like, I knew being a mother would have had its challenges, but I didn't think it was gonna have its challenges like how it's had its challenges with me. Because they don't tell you that, you know, you're never prepared for a baby. You are never prepared for a baby. Like, you're just never prepared. You'll never be as prepared for a baby as much as you want to be, you know. And then you just won't be prepared for a baby like how you want to be. So, but they don't talk about that in depth. For me, you can be prepared for a baby mentally. You can be prepared for a baby financially. Like, if you have a baby, like, say, boop, become pregnant, like me. Like, I just became pregnant. Like, I had no intentions on being pregnant. I always wanted to be a mother, but I surely did not want to be a mother right now. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna even front with y'all. That wasn't in my plan right now. I was to be more financially stable, at a good place financially, at a better place mentally, before I decided to bring a baby into this world. Why? Because I always said that I wanted my baby. I didn't want my baby to grow up how I grew up. I didn't want my baby to go through things that I went through. I wanted my baby to be good and set. Like, even though I had her before I wanted to, she will always be good and set. But mentally, you know, you have to be at a good place mentally. And when I say you have to be at a good place, like, you know, be happy within yourself, be happy where you are in life. Just be happy with how things are going for you. You know, for me, I wasn't at that place when I found out I was pregnant with my daughter. I was not at that place. I wasn't near that place. I was very depressed. I was very, very, very depressed when I found out I was pregnant. And then before I know I was pregnant, I was very depressed. And then when I found out that I was pregnant, I was even more depressed. Like, I was so depressed, so down. It was just not, it wasn't how I wanted it to happen. It wasn't how I planned on it to happen. You know, like I said, I always wanted to be a mother. I always planned on being a mom. That was always a goal for me, you know. I always knew I wanted to be a mother, but I just didn't want to be a mother right now, especially because where I'm at. And then some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know again, that I lost my mom at 18. And, you know, I've been still dealing with that, you know, still trying to adjust, still trying to figure out adulthood, you know. And, yeah, getting pregnant was just not in the plan. So it just made me more depressed. Like, it really did make me more depressed than, it just made me more depressed. I ain't gonna say more depressed than this, more depressed than that. It just made me more depressed and sad and lonely. Because I do feel as if, like, when you have a child, especially your first child, that's a bonding moment for a mother and a daughter. Like, I don't care what nobody tell me. That is a definite bonding moment for a mother and a daughter. Why? Because, of course, your mom can relate, you know. She can relate. She can give you advice. She can tell you how her you know how her pregnancies went, because a lot of times they do say that how your mother carried, that's more than likely how you will carry if you're a girl, of course. You know how your mother carried, that's more than likely how you will carry, you know, or you'll have some similarities and things like that. And being that I just didn't have my mom here, that was just tough within itself. That was just tough to deal with, tough to handle. So I had to seek help, like professional help. So I had to get therapy, and I'm still taking therapy. I've been in therapy since I was 5 months pregnant, and now my daughter's about to be 4 months, and I'm still in therapy because I had a lot of inner hurt, self-hurt, self-sabotage, a lot of things that I didn't let go of, a lot of things that I didn't accept. And it's like, for me, I didn't want to grow my daughter up in a toxic environment or in a toxic home, you know, because, you know, if you're toxic, more likely your kids gonna be toxic too, because that's how you're gonna raise them. So I just took that step to just do better within myself, do better for my daughter and things like that. And it's been going. I ain't gonna say it's like, oh, it's the best thing in the world. No. Healing hurts. Healing hurts. Healing sucks. Like, healing is like, it's annoying. I feel like I've been on my brows for like 10 hours now. Jesus. Use the Born This Way Multi Sculpting Concealer by Benefits, and I'm in the color, I use the color Warm Sand. I'm also going to use that color to highlight as well. Highlight my face. It's good to be mentally healthy. And what I mean by mentally healthy is just that just to be mentally healthy, just to be at a good place. Just to be at a good place mentally. I can honestly say that I was not at a good place mentally. Mentally, I was just so messed up, and a lot of people didn't know that. They didn't realize that. You know, like, I knew how to cover things up good. Or if I didn't, one thing that I did do that was just like really bad, and I know it was bad, but I just didn't care because that's just how I knew how to handle things, was I would distance myself a lot. And a lot of those times when I was distancing myself, I just used the clear brow gel from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Mentally, I wasn't at a good place. I really wasn't at a good place. Like, it's hard for me to talk about it sometimes because it's just hard for me to talk about anything or to just open up about anything. But like, for me, I really wasn't at a good place. When I found out I was pregnant, if I'm gonna be honest, I just lost my job, and yeah, I had lost my job, and then in the process of me losing my job, I found out I was pregnant, and then I just became even more depressed. I was just like, oh my God, like, how am I gonna be a mother right now, and I can't even keep a job? Like, how am I gonna take care of a baby? I can't even, like, I can barely take care of myself. Like, how am I gonna do that? You're not like everything else in life. I just had to figure it out, put on my big girl drawers, and just figure it out. But within that time frame, mentally, I was out of it, y'all. I was really out of it. I was really depressed, really sad, really, like, it was just bad. Like, it was just really, really bad. And I just needed, like, I knew at that point that I needed help. Like, at that given time, I knew I really, really needed help, because at some point during my pregnancy, I just wanted to end it. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. I just wanted to end it. I just wanted to just be like, you know what, I'm done. I'm over it. I can't do this anymore. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of living like this. I'm so tired of just, like, just feeling like the world is on my shoulders and that I don't have anybody, I can't turn to nobody and stuff like that. Like, I don't even have my mother. It's like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of being here? Like, what's the point of even trying, or even, like, it was just like, what's the point? Like, that was just my main thing. What's the point? And I kid you not, like, I looked like I'll see my stomach, because I was showing a little bit, not that much. I see my stomach and I was like, you know what? No, I can't do that. Like, I can't do that. I can't do that to my baby. I just can't do that to my baby. I gotta give her a life that I didn't have. I gotta show her the better side of life. You know, I gotta give her that chance of life. I can't be selfish and take that away from her. So, because of her, I always say this, because of her is why I'm really here today, why I'm alive today, because I would have just kicked the bucket. I would have just kicked it and just been poof, gone, out of there, and that's just it. I would have just been done. But I thank God every day that, you know, He sent someone down here to save me, to give me a different perspective, to give me a reason to live, a reason to look at the brighter side of life and not look at the negative side of life anymore. So I do thank God for that. Because yeah, I say it every day. I look at her and I tell her, you know, the things that I didn't learn when I was younger, I'm teaching her. Even though y'all probably like, you just say your baby's 3 months. So I don't care. I still instill in her. I tell her all the time, I'm like, you're enough, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you're loved. You know, you have you have 2 people here in your life that love you unconditionally, that you can't imagine life without you, you know, like, we need you here. You're very much so needed in this lifetime and everything. So going back to the depression, I do suffer from depression, anxiety, and PTSD, and then also postpartum depression. Go figure. So I do suffer from all of those. This is not a self-diagnosis. I did get that from a professional. Like, they don't just listen to you and then they be like, oh well, I can say you have this. No, like, they have like a whole session that they evaluate you and they test you and ask you questions and things like that, and then they'll tell you if they feel like what level you're on, if you do have it, if you don't have it, and then, like, you know, try to come up with solutions and coping skills on how to deal with what you're going through. But you know, I say all that to say this, like, if you're going through anything in life, like, if anything in life, like, is weighing you down on your shoulders, especially now during this pandemic time, because a lot of people don't have jobs. Like, a lot of people are out of a job. Mind you, I've been out of a job since last year, November, and November is right around the corner. So it's about to be a whole year that you're going out of a job. And you know, it's been hard. Like, it's been really hard, and you know, sometimes your mind can get the best of you. And I'm just speaking that from experience, because my mind has gotten the best of me a lot of times. Like, a lot of times I can say that my mind has definitely gotten the best of me. I have definitely let my mind, you know, control a lot of my decisions, my emotions, and things like that. And you know, once you just take that, first you just have to acknowledge, you know, that maybe that something's wrong, or not even that something's wrong, or just acknowledge that, you know, you need to seek some type of help. It's okay to seek professional help. It's okay, because for me, I was always like, no, I don't need no therapist, I don't need to see nobody, ain't nothing wrong with me. No, girl, it's okay Even if you don't suffer from depression, or even if things in your life is okay, sometimes it is good to talk to somebody just to get like a different perspective on some things. Not saying everything, but on some things it is good to get like a different perspective. I didn't tell y'all nothing about this makeup. I'm so sorry. So what I used on my eyes in the palette, I used the color Spice, and then I also use Control Freak. And then right now on my lid, I'm just like putting a little bit of concealer on my lid because I'm gonna go in with Fairy Tale. So yeah, you know, a lot of times we feel as if, you know, we don't need to talk to somebody, or we just don't need to talk to somebody. Like, oh, it's not needed, like, oh, I'm okay and stuff like that. Like, it's okay if you want to talk to somebody, even if you feel like everything is all right. Sometimes it's good to just have that person to talk to. It could be a therapist, it could be a friend, it could be a family member, sister, brother, it could even be a significant other. You know, it's just somebody that you could talk to, somebody that can listen to you and give you an unbiased opinion. That's something that you really need, is an unbiased opinion. Somebody that's gonna listen to understand you. You know, not just listen to respond. Because a lot of times I know that when we talk to people, I know for me, like when we talk to people, like they just be wanting to respond. Like I think they like, sometimes people just wait for you to give them a window of opportunity just to say something. And sometimes it just don't make no type of sense, girl. No type of sense at all. So try to find somebody that you could talk to, that after you talk to them, you feel better, you feel motivated, like you feel like it wasn't, you didn't open your mouth in vain. Because I had a few people that I used to talk to, and after I talk to them, I'll be like, why did I even open my mouth and waste my time and tell you my business? Because you didn't even make me feel no types of better. Like, I still feel the same. I still feel down. I still feel depressed. Like, what was the point of that? You know, and sometimes we just want people to just listen. Sometimes we don't even want y'all to respond. Sometimes we just want people to just listen. And I do know that I'm all over the place, you know, but I just hope that, you know, you guys can get something from what I'm saying. I am taking therapy, but it's far more deeper than just taking therapy. Like self-help, self-care, all that type of stuff, you know, to make sure that you're good and you're doing good, and that everything is going to be, you know, that you're working on your mental health daily. You know, that's a daily thing that you have to do, is work on your mental health daily. Not just when you feel like it, when it's convenient to you. No, it's daily. Like, you literally have to do it daily. But going back to, you know, being depressed, and a lot of things triggered my depression. A lot of trauma that I went through when I was younger. Especially losing my mom was like the tip of the iceberg for me. A lot of people you'll never understand it until it happens to you. But like losing a parent, especially losing a parent period, is traumatizing. But losing a parent at a young age is even more traumatizing to me. That's just how I see it. Like, and then losing them so suddenly, it's so messed up. Like, it messes you up mentally, it messes you up emotionally. You don't know what to do, you don't know how to go about life and things like that. Like, it just sucks. Like, it really does suck, you know. So that really triggered my mental health. And then being that I was pregnant, you know, about to have a child, and then I didn't have my mom here, I just was like really going through it. Really going through it. Right now I'm using the Liquid Glass by Farsali. This little bottle. This is their travel size bottle. I like to test out products before I commit to the full size of things. I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. Using that. A new foundation. This is their new, I think it's their mattifying, yeah. Too Faced Born This Way Matte 24-hour undetectable super long wear foundation. I won't be wearing this for 24 hours, yeah. My skin ain't cut out for all of that. If you guys know somebody that you know may not seem like their usual self, this is just going back to what I've been talking about, because y'all know I've been all over in this video, but this is just going back to what I've been talking about. If you guys know somebody that you know just hasn't seemed like their self lately, you know, they probably have been down, or maybe they're just distant, check on them, see how they're doing. We need to start normalizing, you know, checking on people, being there for people. Like, stop with the, because I know a lot of people, especially in this generation, where they're like, oh, I'm the last person to text you, so I ain't gonna text you again. I don't got time for that. I really don't. Like, I really don't. I don't got time for that, you know. Shoot. So I'm gonna use my Morphe setting spray on my face, just my lower half, because I didn't put any foundation on my upper half face yet. And this is good when you use your setting spray during your application process, because it really does, it helps you to blend out the product better, and it also helps for your makeup to last a little bit longer. We are still going to set our face at the end, but doing it during too, it also helps. Start normalizing checking on people, checking on our friends and family, you know, especially people who we haven't talked to in a long time. Because a lot of times, you know, people cross our mind and we're like, well, I was the last person to text her, so I ain't gonna text her. No, that person probably crossed your mind for a reason. God probably dropped them in your spirit just so, you know, you can check on them, because maybe something's going on and he just chose you to talk to that person, or just to reach out to that person. Because you never know, just by checking on somebody and just by saying, hey, how are you, you know, how's everything going, you know, you ran through my mind, so I decided to text you today. You can stop somebody from doing a lot of things just by that one little gesture. And I know this because, you know, I felt like this before, you know, because a lot of times I felt like people just didn't care, because I was literally like sometimes the main one reaching out and stuff like that, but I was also sometimes the main one not writing back, sometimes taking 3-4 days not writing back. But I was going through something and I didn't know how to I was going through something and I just didn't know how to reach out, or just how to be there, you know. Sometimes it's just good to just to check on people. I think that's just what I'm trying to get at. Just check on people. Just call them up. Or if you're not like a phone person, just text them. Be like, hey, how are you? How you doing? Like, what's going on? You know? Or even like invite them out to eat. invite them to brunch or something. You know, there are some places that are opening up that are allowing yeah, places like restaurants are allowing you to dine in and things like that. Go, if the person's been on your mind and you haven't talked to them in a long time, check on them. Bring them somewhere to eat or something like that. You know, especially women, we love food. I know I do. We love to eat, child. But yeah. Okay guys, so I went ahead and just set my makeup, put on my lashes off camera. I'm really liking this look. It came out really nice. So I'm just gonna finish up my eyes. Just put a little shadow under on my bottom lash line, and then just do my lips. And then we'll be done. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. If y'all hear something in the background, my boyfriend just came home from work and he's in the shower. So if y'all hear the shower running, yeah honey, that's what it is. Just, you know, said everything in the video just to say this. You know, like, let's get more in tune with looking after ourselves, looking after our mental health and our just looking after us, because I do know that a lot of times as human beings, just as people, sometimes we tend to look after everybody else before we even look after ourselves. And it's always good, you know, it's always good to be that person to lend a helping hand and to be there for others, but it's also good to be there for yourself, because you matter just as much as you helping anybody else. Because a lot of times, sometimes we feel like people matter more than we do, you know. And I really do hope that, you know, some of the things that I said in the video, they helped you guys out. This is the finished look. Gonna spray our face a little bit. So yes guys, now this is the finished look. Eyes, lips, the whole 9 yards. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I'm gonna say this again, I said all of that in the beginning to say all of this. You know, just try to be there for each other, try to check on each other, try to check on your friends that are new moms, that are newly pregnant. Check on your friends that you've been thinking about for a long time and you just haven't heard from them, or just check on people just because. Let's make that the new norm, where we are just being there for each other, just checking on each other just because. You don't really need a reason to check on somebody, like just check on them. Yeah, so I just saw that. Again, I really do hope you guys enjoyed this look. Go ahead and leave a comment in the comment section down below on how you like this video. If you guys would like me to get more in depth about mental health, about depression and the anxiety and the PTSD, or if you guys would like me to get more in depth in the new mother area. Honestly, whether you guys want me to or not, I'm still gonna do another video. Thanks. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful week, and love you guys so much, and bye.